now that we've talked about how to recognize the difference of squares, we're going to talk about how to factor a difference of squares. And I'm going to go ahead and give you the formula, and then we'll verify that it works or show how it works. So here we have that the difference of squares, a squared minus b squared, factors to a minus b multiplied by a plus b. So if this is actually true, when we multiply the right side of this out, we should get the same thing we have on the left side. So we're going to go ahead and do that down here. So if I do a times a, that gives me a squared. A times b gives me ab. Negative b times a gives me negative ba, but I'm going to write it as negative ab because it's the same thing. And then negative b times b gives me negative b squared. What you will notice is that we have a positive ab and a negative ab. Those add up to 0. So we can get rid of those, and we are left with a squared minus b squared. So the formula does in fact work. There's another way to actually factor difference of squares without knowing the formula. We'll save that for a different video. And now we're just going to apply it to these two examples here. So if I look at this one, x squared minus 25, I already have a square, so my a squared is going to be x squared. 25, I can write that as 5 squared. So if I'm comparing it to my formula, this is a squared, this is b squared. So I can factor x squared minus 5 squared to x plus 5, which is a plus b times x minus 5, which is a minus b. In example 2, we have something a little more complicated. We have to recognize how to write this as a square and how to write this as a square. So 49a squared b squared, I can write that as 7ab squared. 81x squared minus y squared, I can write that as 9xy squared. So if I'm looking at this and comparing it to our formula here, this is a, this is b. So I have a square minus a square, so I can factor that to a minus b, or 7ab minus 9xy multiplied by 7ab plus 9xy. So this is our a minus b, and this is our a plus b.